Interesting.
I know
Thank you.
it's a little complicated, but
That was a lot of information.
It was, right?
It was a great question, and that's what I like the fact that the person is answering the questions
Yes.
because I come across this all the time. They come with a piece of paper. Oh my God, they got it from the computer. Boom.
Right.
And they approve, no, not approve, pre-qualify and,
Yes.
and this and that. And that's important. And Carlos will explain, like when my father used to get a loan, he used to go to the bank. And and if it was tight, he would get dressed up like I'm dressed up today because I knew I was
Yeah.
going to meet the bank.
You look great.
And it was different in the 70s. They could make that call. But today, a lot of the mortgage paper goes to the secondary market. Isn't that correct, Carlos?
what do you mean by
It does, like, you can't make those, the underwriter doesn't sit at the bank like in the 60s and 70s.
Oh,
he
it's
can make these
centralized.
calls. Right.
It's centralized, yes.
So when these on the internet, you can't explain to the people what's different from using you and a local bank, because I get that. They say, I'm going to go to my local bank.
Yep.
And on top of that, you see online on the internet, they get a pre-approval. Josie, I can get 5 pre-approvals right now to buy something in any way I want.
Okay.
So what's the difference when they say, I want to go to my local bank?
Well, it's a very good question. The business, how a business is structured for a bank, and I started doing mortgages for a bank. So I know for a fact their main core business for a bank is relationship building, right? It's not doing mortgages. They don't specialize in doing mortgages, right? They have the basic mortgage products, just like they have the basic car loans, the basic merchant services, the basic credit cards, and so forth and so on. Everything is very basic. So, for example, I work for Bank of America, and they will have like the most basic products, but at the same time, when it comes to mortgages, they have what's called an overlay. And I don't know if you guys have heard what an overlay is. No?
No.
No.
No? Okay. Okay, so an overlay, it's going above the minimum rule that it's given. For example, if FHA says that the minimum FICO score to get an FHA loan is a 580 FICO score, Bank of America, Chase, or whomever can usually say that's fine, but me, to protect my interest and my money, I'm going to require a 620 FICO score. Mm-hmm. Right? That's called an overlay, an additional rule. Same thing with debt to income ratio. You can go to your local credit union, and because they want to play it safe, they'll say, you know what, we understand that FHA allows you to be at a 56.99 debt to income ratio, but we're going to limit you at 50%. And I know of free credit unions that will limit you. That's why sometimes people come to me with a credit union pre-approval, let's say for 620, and I can get them to 700 a lot of times because I can go to the full maximum that's allowed by the rule. So banks are okay. I'm not saying they're not good. They're not any good, but they serve their purpose. But if you want somebody that specializes in mortgages and does mortgages all day long, every single day, and I've been in the business for 20 years, then I would say definitely work with me, just based on experience and the products that I have too. You can't go, for example, to a bank and just say, I want this loan product. And they'll say, well, we don't have those products. And so a lot of times they don't even know that those products exist.
I agree, work with you, because a lot of people think that real estate, if we refer somebody, I usually refer three people that I know can get the job done, and Carlos is one of them. He's an expert. He's the best.
Thank you.
But people think that we're going to cut deals, that we're going to lose our licenses, for $1,000 or something. So I do always refer, and on hand, a person that picks up the phone like you, that you got a proven track record, especially in the Bronx, because nothing in the Bronx is cut and dry at all. So thank you for coming and sharing this valuable information.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Carlos.